So I'm not going to do a full breakdown of me taking off the fairings and all the step-by-step measures to install exhaust. But we'll put in a couple of shots, put in a couple of videos just to make it simplistic, because I think a lot of people have already seen these, and also a lot of people already know how to do this. Just something that we're doing to Nariko to upgrade or to establish more look, and that's about it. So let's get started on setting up our CSRacing exhaust. Is it beating you up?
I just gotta keep turning it. I can't pull it out.
So we took off the fairings, but we have to remove the radiators so that we can get access to the bolts on the headers. These are not the same bolts that were on the Ninja. These are actual hex heads. So I'm going to use my T-handles to go ahead and get those off and remove it. So we're going to try to pull it forward and down at the same time. Come on. 3, 2, 1. Go. There's the old set. Now we got to put on the new set. This is nice that they actually did it this way. They're lettered, so you shouldn't make too much of a mistake. So we'll go ahead and start putting these together and going from there and see what we got. So we went ahead and put back in the gaskets, but these are new gaskets. I ordered new gaskets to replace the original ones. You don't always have to replace them, but I did anyway. These are needed, and just in case, I got these straight from Suzuki for this. That's going to be your OEM part number as well for it, if you need it. Alright, so far doesn't look too bad. We have to do some adjustment to get the cat bolts to line up on both sides. Clearance looks good. O2 sensor is already connected. We're going to deal with the servo cables after the fact. Figured doing the exhaust and setting it up first, coming back and doing that last will be fine. So we'll keep on working to get this squared away. Once we get this done, we'll check back in with you later. You know what? It's not going to line up 100%, so I need to knock it forward a little bit. Make sure this is lined up the way I want it. Alright, now I'm gonna go ahead and loosen these for the shield to go on, and we'll see how it looks from there. So this is the shield that CSRacing sent to go over it. It'll mount like this. And we're also going to have one more part I'm going to show you. So this is our little noise killer. It's supposed to go in here. I don't know if I really want it in here, but if we do, it goes inside the exhaust this way. So it'll sit inside here if I want to use it, but I'm not sure if I'm going to use it or not. Let's start by putting this on. always have a problem finding the hole. Never fails. I mean, I really have issues finding the hole. So you get an idea of what it's going to look like with this on. We'll go ahead and finish up some other stuff, tighten up the headers. Bolts in the back for the catalytic converter already tightened. And then once we get all that done, we'll remove the servo cables after removing the tank. See how everything goes from there, and then we'll check it. So we got the tank up, and what we're gonna do is go ahead, instead of putting the block that came with CSRacing's exhaust on here for the servo, we're gonna go ahead and replace that with our servo buddy from Woodcraft. See if I can get this to focus. So we're gonna go ahead and plug in our servo buddy from Woodcraft, so it will trick the computer thinking that those cables are still connected, and we'll go from there. Tired yet?
A little bit. My stomach.
Oh, shut up, go to work. You got the tank? I don't trust that tank. Yeah, it's tight space in here. I know you can't see all of it because we got David holding the camera. He's not that tall. Let me go ahead and wedge this out. Get it unplugged. And now, plug the servo buddy in. You got the camera steady, buddy?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much.
Trying to keep it steady, not really
and
though.
There she is plugged in for now. And then what I'm gonna do is go ahead and unplug the cables. As you can see right here, right there. The cables are coming up and I need to unplug them. And we'll go from there. Thanks, buddy. Alright, so we finally got it unplugged. Now it's a matter of pulling the cables out and removing it. Just as I suspected. Tighter than I would like it to be.
Okay.
Sometimes they like it tight.
Sometimes people don't. Anywhere your hand goes, I'm gonna start going. The camera's gonna fall off, obviously.
Alright, so the old plug is disconnected, and now for the cables to come up.
Let me get a little.
Unplug these from it. Come back up, cameraman. And now we should be able to remove the cables with no problem.
Even though we did have to cut a twisty tie.
Oh, no. I have to release these and then it'll come out easy.
Oh.
Can you see? I have to release these bolts.
Sorry. I can't really see it a little bit.
Yes, you can. You're just going in too close, buddy.
No,
right here. I'll release these and then I can pull it out.
Oh. But you said you might have to cut some twisty ties.
I didn't have to.
The whole time you didn't have to?
Nope, didn't have to cut the twisty ties up there. I didn't have to cut it.
Well.
You got it?
Mm-hmm.
That's done.
That's done? Okay.
Where's the plug? Plug is in. Fuel lines are connected. So now we'll go ahead and lower the tank, finish up, snap it up, buttoning up some other stuff, and we'll go from there. So I'll go ahead and finish buttoning this up. Once we get done with this, we'll move to putting the radiator back on and then putting on the fairings. And once that's done, we'll fire up to see what she does. Keep it steady. Don't move it. Keep it steady like it's supposed to be.
Thank you.
Just a test. So that's without that dB killer, and I'm not gonna put it in. I'm not even gonna go ahead and see how it sounds with it in or not. If you want to see how it sounds with it in, you let me know. But I think CSRacing gave a great exhaust with the way it is now. There's no need for me to put that in. I think it's gonna sound strong enough like it needs to sound. So we're gonna top off the radiator with the coolant, make sure everything's good to go. All the fluids are good because she was serviced before, which you guys will see that video as well on where she was serviced at. And AJ and I will finish up putting up the fairings on it, and from there we'll see how everything works out and rides. But if you really do want to hear it with that decibel killer on it, let me know. Just let us know, and we'll go from there. Other than that, see you in a minute.